Perfume with pepper that comes in a black bottle. That description didn't vibe with me at all, and I never considered trying it out because it didn't seem like something that would suit my taste. If you thought the same way I did, oh, you need to hear my review. How does it smell? How does it perform? And who would like L'interdit Intense? Watch until the end and you'll find out. So welcome to my channel. My nickname is Miri and I love testing and talking about perfumes. So let's start with the inspiration of L'interdit Intense. I must share with you what one reviewer wrote on the Perfume.net website regarding the name of this perfume. And since I'm not a French speaker, I don't know all the nuances of the meaning of the name L'interdit, and he explained them thoroughly. The fragrance is not called interdit, forbidden, but l'interdit, which is the more exciting and ambiguous name. L'interdit can also be the interdict, a mild form of the church ban as punishment for crime or heresy. Even if this is probably not meant for the French listener, this meaning is surely unconsciously resonating. The main meaning is ban but also taboo. I find the name quite appropriate for this exciting, somnambulistically elegant scent dancing on the edge of knife. What a name, but is this truly a banned, intense fragrance that breaks the rules? I'll let you know what are my thoughts on it, but first of all, I want to say that the black bottle doesn't seem fitting in my opinion for this fragrance, and initially I was very scared to spray this on my skin because I usually always sneeze when using pepper in the kitchen, and I thought this would have the same effect, but no. There's no harshness or sneeze triggering scent you get when you spray it. It has a prominent fresh orange blossom note with spices and creaminess in the opening. And to my biggest surprise, this doesn't smell too peppery or too stinky at all. There is a spicy touch, probably it's a combination of pepper and roasted sesame scent, but the overall impression I get is the sensation of a creamy, spicy orange blossom, which soon leaves the main stage and the scent becomes more tuberose-centered, but I don't get the grape bubblegum flavor I could smell in the L'interdit Eau de Parfum. White florals here are creamy, silky, smooth and deep, and sprinkled with peppery edginess, so don't be scared that the black pepper note will dominate this entire fragrance. To me, the amount of pepper is more than manageable and it brings an interesting facet to this fragrance, but even if you found the opening too spicy, wait a few seconds and few minutes because the black pepper note will fade away and the scent becomes more and more pleasant as it dries down. The opening smells like orange blossom petals seasoned with a blend of lemon and black pepper, but in the smoothest, semi-sweet and creamiest way. As I mentioned, I don't get grape soda or bubblegummy white floral aroma. You get a scent of semi-sweet, creamy, paste-like, dense tuberose in the heart of this perfume with spicy, nutty, a bit salty feel from the sesame. And that roasted sesame note is such a unique addition that sets this perfume apart from other white floral perfumes in the designer market. And soon vanilla kicks in and smoothens and sweetens this fragrance out, while the patchouli gives earthier, darker vibe and vetiver brings hints of green freshness, but both patchouli and vetiver are only noticeable in the background, and mostly this has a very vanillic dry down on my skin, but that peppery sesame vetiver addition makes this fragrance a very unique vanillic white floral scent, and that original white floral, mostly tuberose DNA of the original L'interdit Eau de Parfum is here, but it is tamed, it's smoothened, it's rounded, it's creamier, it's darker with the use of pepper, sesame and patchouli. And as someone who isn't a fan of a lot of patchouli in perfumes, here patchouli is perfectly dosed, so it's never too much for my nose. Patchouli gives richness and depth, and together with hints of black pepper, it creates a gothic vibe. It transports you to the middle-aged gothic castle. The lady of the castle wears a black dress. She has a cold demeanor at first, and she seems very bold to you, but then you find out she has a shelter for cats and other abandoned animals in the castle, and she smells like L'interdit Intense. She's a hottie, she's a baddie, but a softie as well. She likes to cuddle and is a very warm person despite her bold, dark appearance. And the same way, L'interdit Intense comes in a dangerously bold black bottle. It starts pepperish, but in fact it's a very creamy, vanillic, floral fragrance, but not a typical designer vanilla fragrance. And although I don't get suave or leathery accords of vanilla in here, vanilla isn't play-doh-y. It's soft, it's creamy, almost like a scent of vanilla rice, which envelopes and smoothens all the other notes into a delicious floral paste scent. And this scent is never too dark for me. Pepper doesn't allow vanilla to become sickly sweet, and this is mostly a vanilla floral fragrance in the dry down. I love that like nutty component from the sesame. It has a nutty, cereal, spicy facet, and overall this smells like spiced floral petals in the vanilla rice. It's really exceptional. I'm captivated by every stage of this fragrance. It's never linear, it's never boring, rather it's very polished and smooth. And although the marketing color is black, the impression of this fragrance, in my opinion, isn't that in your face or gloomy. It's more soothing. It's the scent of a dark purple sepia or golden grass color palette. It's a dense paste-like fragrance that has a warrior queen vibe, a vibe of a queen who commands respect with a single glance, whose power is enough to destroy a nation in a second, who's seductive enough to make any man fall for her, but at the same time who cries and softens when she sees her people suffering. And that is the scent of a confident, bold woman. It has a glamorous gothic scent with a soul and a good amount of sexiness. So I absolutely love it. I love it, and my rating for this scent profile is 10 out of 10. If this review has been descriptive and informative so far, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. That's an important feedback to me. But how does L'interdit Intense perform, and what should you be aware of before purchasing it? Intense lasts about 8 hours on my skin, but I can smell it for days on clothes. It has a strong sillage and it leaves a beautiful, mysterious trail behind, but the projection isn't that strong. It's mostly intimate to like moderate projecting fragrance, so the name Intense is a bit misleading. This isn't the fragrance that will fill a room or announce your presence, and it will project a bit more if you overspray, but mostly this will sit close to your skin and it remains reserved and mysterious in comparison to the other L'interdit perfumes. So my rating for its performance is 8 out of 10. And now let's talk about the negative and positive points. First negative point is there is no very prominent sesame note in here. Rather, sesame gives nuttiness, creaminess, and denseness to this fragrance. And the second negative point is the patchouli. Here it has earthy nuances, but only it's used in the very small amount, so I'm okay with it, even though I'm not a fan of patchouli. And the third negative point is the pepperiness and smokiness. So if you dislike spicy perfumes in general, this won't be for you. Even though peppery notes aren't that strong, they fade away, and I don't get leathery vanilla facets in the dry down. I don't get smokiness either, but just be aware that depending on your skin chemistry, this can turn smokier in the dry down on your skin. And now 3 positive points. First one is this is very sultry. It's a very alluring fragrance. And when I wear it, I mostly get compliments from men on it. And the second positive point is that this is very unique, different, edgy fragrance. It's different from many other vanilla white floral fragrances on the market because of the added peppery sesame notes. And it's not typically sickly sweet or very spicy or too floral, so it definitely stands out in the crowd. And I love the fact that this isn't generic or forgettable scent. And the third positive point is that this is a fragrance for a confident woman. This is a sultry scent, and I can't imagine a teenager wearing it. It would be better for 25 upward. And I'm aware that L'Interdit Rouge is the most popular fragrance in this line, and that there is not a lot of buzz about L'Interdit Intense, but I love the fact that many people don't wear it, and I love the fact it has on others. So you will like L'Interdit Intense if you enjoy white florals, if you love patchouli and spices, and if you usually prefer semi-sweet, darker, denser fragrances better suited for autumn and winter. And you would like it if you enjoyed the same kind of creamy darkness you get in the Dolce & Gabbana, the only one intense. They aren't dupes, but if you like that type of dense creaminess and coziness in a perfume, try L'Interdit Intense as well. I wouldn't wear this perfume in warmer temperatures because it will be too much, but I wear it even to work and on a daily basis in the fall and winter when it's cold and crisp outside. So despite the old black packaging, this is a comforting, sophisticated, sensual fragrance I really like, even love. So 3 words or adjectives I would describe it with would be sensual, warrior, queen, and my overall rating for the scent profile and performance is 9 out of 10. Have you tried L'Interdit Intense? Do you like it? Does it vibe with you and your personality? And how would you describe it? And don't forget to like this video and subscribe. And if you want to see my review of the very popular L'Interdit Rouge, check out this video. I will see you there. Bye!